You're listening to the What the Wrestling Podcast, the show that brings you all things wrestling with your host, RJD.
Oh, you already know what time it is. RJD here. Well, we got a lot to get into. We got Collision, we got Smackdown, and we got some banned moves from AEW. So, before we get into all of that as well, let us hit the like button. Like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, it will be rolling down across the bottom of your screen. Let us not waste any more time. Let's get into the housekeeping. Let's go. Yes. Tis I, RJD here. Welcome everybody to What the Wrestling. I'm your host, RJD, and I will be bringing to you today Collision, Smackdown, and some banned news from AEW. But before I do that, hit the goddamn like button, like, comment, share, and subscribe to the channel. Let us not waste any time. Today is hot. It's 82, probably going up to 102. So we're going to get this out the way early. Follow me, JD, What the Wrestling, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, Spotify, SoundCloud, and Anchor. Follow your boy and hit that like for the YouTube and Facebook algorithm. You guys already know what it is. Now, first things first, Collision was good. Smackdown was okay, I guess. Had some good things on Smackdown. And we might get into return. We might be getting a hurt business. So I'm not going to sit here and be mad at any of that. But first thing I'm going to do is talk about Don DeMarco for me. We got Collision on Saturday. I will be in the building, Prudential Center. Don't know if it's sold out, but to all my bros, hopefully we can go. Chop it up before, after, live it up a little bit, have some fun. It's going to be a beautiful thing. Can't wait to go. 22nd Prudential Center. I'm all in. So, now, what I will say before any of that is let's talk about AEW. AEW's got some banned moves, y'all. According to Fightful Select, a new report, AEW has sent out a document that outlines a list of moves that are either banned or require approval.
Stupid.
So no more stupid stuff. The banned move list includes unprotected chair shots to the head. Yikes. Strikes to the back of the head, blind moves backward into the turnbuckle like the buckle bomb. Shout out to Seth Rollins. Spitting and selling like one is having a seizure. Shout out to Daniel Bryan. Wrestlers are also prohibited from physical contact with the crowd. Shout out to MJF, including taking food or drinks from fans in attendance. Weapons and projectiles in the crowd are a no-no, as is bleeding in the audience. The list of moves that require approval is bumps on the ring apron or outside the ring, any spot with tables, ladders, and chairs, all variations of power drivers and hurricane runners and sit-down power drivers, using weapons, throwing objects, choking with the hands or weapons, high-risk moves, top rope moves, bleeding on purpose, injury spots, and spots brawling in the crowd, any spot involving non-wrestlers like referees or managers. So, listen, we got a lot going on here.
Surprise, motherfucker.
Let's unpack this. First things first, AEW is probably That's kind of tripping me out. So we're gonna hit that. We're gonna hit that. Cause yeah, we don't need all that. Stay straight. So first things first. This is good and bad, but mostly good. And I'm gonna tell you why. Well, let's talk about why I think it's bad.
Nope.
What we don't need, what we do not need, is WWE 2.0.
Nope.
Get the fuck out of here!
We don't need that. We do not need WWE 2.0. We don't need to see a lot of stuff banned like how WWE does their stuff, because we watch AEW because it's not WWE. We watch AEW because we want to see something different. We don't watch AEW to see the same stuff we see on WWE. That makes absolutely no sense.
Stupid.
So, as long as they don't have WWE Lite, WWE 2.0, and they keep it AEW, they'll be fine. Listen, you can't go renegade forever, okay? That's not gonna work. I know a lot of people hate this. A lot of people are gonna be upset. They're gonna boo it. A lot of people are gonna sit here and be like, hey, I don't care. Why are you banning all these moves and blah, blah. Listen, as long as it doesn't turn into WWE 2.0, it's gonna be okay. Tranquilo, relax, calm down, okay? People going crazy all over the internet. I've been looking in the comments and people just going ape shit, talking about, oh, they're trying to make it like WWE. Everything's gonna get messed up. Relax, calm down.
How dare you?
Calm down.
Stop the cap.
It's fine, okay? I think this is good. You can't go renegade forever. You gotta clean it up a little bit. You gotta refine it. As long as it's refined, it's okay. All they're gonna do is refine stuff. It's not gonna go into. They're not gonna be doing things for the sake of doing them. Like Sammy Guevara goes up to the top rope. He's like, I'm crazy, and he does a 630 onto some steel steps through a table, and he kills his back. It's not gonna be like that. Things that happen will be part of the story that they're trying to tell for the match. They're not gonna ban everything. It's just that if it makes sense for the match, they'll approve it. If it doesn't, it won't. Jon Moxley's still gonna bleed 2.5 seconds into every match like he always does. So it's gonna be okay. But I do like the fact that we're not just gonna have things happen just for the sake of them happening. You know, between the stuff that happened with MJF when he threw the damn drink on the kid. Now, a normal wrestling fan like me, if he did that to me, I'd be like, hey, MJF threw a beer on me. Okay, he's a heel. I'm not going to take it personal. If I sit in the front row, I know shit can happen. But when you throw a drink on the kid and it happens to be an alcoholic drink, and then the kid is highly upset, then you got to go coach the kid and maybe give the kid a free shirt or a free belt and kind of rub him so the mom doesn't sue you. Then I understand AEW's position. And they've had one too many incidences where things have happened, and they're about to get a big check from Warner Media. They're about to get a real big check from Warner Brothers Discovery. And the check is going to be a hell of a lot more than that $47 million they got a couple of years ago. They're going to get a lot more than that. So if you're going to get a lot more than that, right, they're going to want things to be cleaned up, which is okay, because if somebody is giving you millions of dollars, they're going to want the show to reflect what they want. Now, they're not going to take over the show because AEW is what it is, but they're going to want the show to reflect what they want, as they should, if they're cutting a big check. So relax. It's going to be okay.
Respect my authority!
If they're cutting the check, you got to respect their authority, because Warner Brothers Discovery said, listen, we're going to cut you this check. You're going to clean this up, because we ain't trying to get sued. That's why you go protect your head, protect the chair shots and all this other stuff. You got to keep it cool. So I'm not mad at this. I actually like this. This is good. Clean it up, refine it a little bit, make sure things is the way they're supposed to be. Do things for the sake. Don't just do things for the sake of doing them. Do them because it makes sense. And as long as they keep it like that, it's gonna be fine. There ain't gonna be no problems. Everything will be okay. So relax. Everybody going crazy over there. Relax, everybody. It's gonna be all right. Let's talk about this Collision show. AEW Collision. It was really good. That's all I can say. Moving on. No, AEW Collision was really good. I'm beginning to love this AEW Collision show. You know why? Because it's not AEW Dynamite. If you're going to have Smackdown and you're going to have Raw and Smackdown, I don't want Smackdown to feel like Raw. I don't want Dynamite to feel like Collision. Everybody's doing great.
Perfect.
Ratings hopefully will continue to grow. They'll continue to get good. And that's it. Nothing wrong with that. So, FTR versus the Bullet Club go. 2 out of 3 falls. Man. Can we get a Don DeMarco for FTR and the Bullet Club?
Don DeMarco.
And for all you people out there who were saying, oh, the Bullet Club, they're gonna be buried. Jay White is buried. Everybody's gonna hate them. And they're not gonna use them right. And they're gonna sit on the shelf. Yeah.
Stupid.
You look stupid. You look stupid. Bullet Club Gold is they're killing it right now. Shout out to Juice too. Juice ain't been getting a lot of love, but we're gonna shout Juice out. We're gonna, we're gonna shout Juice out. Juice Robinson's been doing his thing. I like Juice Robinson for a while. I've been watching him, and he's rock hard, Juice Robinson. Shout out to him. But Juice Robinson's been doing the thing. We all know Switchblade is amazing. First fall, Jay Wright hit the Blade Runner on Cash Wheeler after they tried to do the big rig, but Juice pushed off. He pushed Dax off. Cash ended up getting hit, and he got hit right into the Blade Runner. Second fall, FTR hit the Shatter Machine on Juice after they tried to do a move, but it got countered, and they got hit the Shatter Machine. And the last two that first fall took like 40 minutes. This match was an hour long. 1 hour long this match was. Spot after spot, just tag team wrestling at its finest. I don't know. I would put this over the Revival versus DIY and NXT because that one of the greatest tag team matches I've ever seen. Especially that was one of the first things I saw on NXT was that tag team match, NXT TakeOver. But these last couple of matches, they came close. Dax hits Juice. He put him in the sharpshooter, and they had dual sharpshooters, but then they reversed it again. They ended up getting Switchblade up out of there, and Dax put him back in the sharpshooter after he took off his knee brace because his knee was acting up, but he didn't take off his knee brace because his knee was hurting. He took off his knee brace so he could apply the pressure to the sharpshooter to Juice Robinson and made him tap. Storytelling at its finest. Just storytelling all around. Man. FTR. One of the greatest tag teams on the face of the planet, if not the greatest. These guys are simply amazing. So they had a hype package after that for Blood and Guts. Like I said, this match was an hour long, so I'm all for it. I loved it. Willow Nightingale beat Ruby Soho to win the Owen Hart Cup for the women. And shout out to Willow, man. She beat Mercedes Moné after she got hurt with the Dr. Bomb. She beats Ruby. She beat Ruby here. I kind of wanted Ruby to win because I thought Ruby needed the win for the Outcast. I think Ruby would have benefited more from it, but hey, it happens. She didn't win. Maybe they'll give her something else down the line. And Willow gets the win here. I like it. Willow gets the win here. So we also had Tony Schiavone try to talk with Powerhouse Hobbs, but he's interrupted by QT Marshall, who apologizes to Hobbs again. All we want is we want Powerhouse. We want QT.
Get the fuck out of here!
That's what we want from QT. He says Hobbs knows him and he knows there's no other way he would intentionally cost him the tournament. Marshall said his word is his bond, and he asks if he has to find the biggest, baddest guy in AEW and knock him out to prove it. Hobbs tells Marshall his word is his bond, and then he says, I'm out.
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
We had the kings of the Black Throne, Malachi and Brody. They beat Artemis, Spencer, and Randy Myers in a squash match. They had Andrade El Idolo's mask, and he walked out while Malachi hit the black mask to win the match. For some reason, the commentary team, I forgot the other guy's name, he was having trouble saying Andrade El Idolo. He said Andrade El Idolo, Andrade El Idol. He was saying his name all messed up. It was funny as hell. No.
Stupid.
Andrade El Idolo. But can't wait for that match. That's going to be great. Ricky Starks beat CM Punk to win the men's Owen Hart Cup by cheating. So CM Punk went for a sunset flip. It got counted into a roll-up, which got counted into a roll-up by Starks, which got counted into a roll-up by Punk, which got counted into a roll-up by Starks, who held on to the rope. The referee is looking right at him.
Stupid.
And he says, ring the bell. So he should have did a better job of not getting caught. But after that, he ran down the goddamn ramp, took the damn trophy, and got the hell out of there. So
Fuck this shit, I'm out.
he cheated.
How dare you?
So maybe he's going heel again. But they had a good match.
Bruh.
As always. I was not surprised that Punk lost. I'm actually fine with Punk losing because, you know, I know CM Punk is just getting back, but Ricky Starks needs to get built up. CM Punk, this is basically his show. So trust me, he's gonna win. He's gonna win a big show coming up soon. And this is basically his show. So we're gonna see what happens moving forward. But that was your AEW Collision. Good show. FTR continues to impress. And man, that's all I got for this. So let's go to Smacketh of the Down. Bobby Lashley pulled up in a limo for a private meeting with the Street Profits. Give me the Hurt Business 2.0. Yes, please. Wrong button. Yes, please. Santos Escobar beat AJ Styles, Butch Grayson Waller after pinning Waller because he did the rolling stunner, but then AJ got thrown out and Grayson Waller stole the pin. Karrion Kross attacked the OC backstage during the match, and unfortunately, we're going to get more Karrion Kross and AJ Styles.
Nope.
Let's move on, please. Shotzi shaved her head, going unhinged, targeting Damage Control, and she lopped off a chunk of her hair last week in a video pack, in a video vignette. Shotzi going bald. Okay, let's see what happens. I'm all for it. Bayley beat Zelina Vega with the Rose Plant. Okay. Pretty Deadly beat the Brawling Brutes, Sheamus and Rich Holland, after Holland was pinned due to more shenanigans. And apparently one of Pretty Deadly got hurt because of Rich Holland, and everybody was getting at Rich Holland, and he decided to defend himself on Twitter. Everybody listen, man. Everybody relax, okay? People get hurt. Things happen. Rich Holland, that's bad for him.
How dare you?
Because everybody's mad at him for hurting Big E. But let's pump the brakes. Pump the brakes. Let's see what happens, and hopefully he's not hurt too bad. Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair agreed to fight at SummerSlam if Bianca Belair beat Asuka tonight. But Bianca Belair beat Asuka due to disqualification because Charlotte was going to leave, but then she came back, sat in the front row, and she had a ticket, even though she's a wrestler.
Nope.
But anyway, she had a ticket, and then she accidentally speared Asuka. I mean, she speared Bianca when she meant to spear Asuka. So, I mean, it is what it is. So, looking forward to this triple threat match. And as long as we don't get Charlotte off the street getting another title, I'm all for it. So, Sky tried to set up Asuka for a moonsault pulse match while Bayley was going to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase on her behalf. Asuka sprung to her feet, blinded Bayley with the mist, and then prevented the cash in, so there was no cash in as well. Okay, looking like a triple threat, maybe a fatal four-way. Who knows? Maybe a triple threat. Charlotte wins, and then maybe after the match, there's a cash in by Io Sky. We'll see what happens at SummerSlam. And Heyman revealed that Reigns and Jey Uso will meet face to face, and he came to discuss terms done by the NOIE family for generations. Heyman said that he's sounding more like the tribal chief every day before accusing Jey of landing his brother in the hospital, because that's the way to get to Jey, by beating up on Jimmy. Heyman wondered how Jimmy, their father Rikishi, and their mother would forgive Jey, and everybody said they wouldn't forgive. And then my man Solo held out his hand like the tribal chief, and he said, "I ain't gonna forgive you either." A brawl broke out. Jey threw out Solo. He was in the ring by himself for Paul Heyman, and everybody knows he hates Paul Heyman. And then
It was at this moment that he knew he fucked up.
super kick to Paul Heyman. And everybody went crazy for the super kick. Heyman tried to surprise Jey with the steel chair shot, but got caught with the super kick in the jaw. A suicide dive took out Solo. Jey snatched the tear and cracked Solo, forcing the Bloodline members to retreat. And that was one of the best things that happened on SmackDown. So SmackDown was all right. LA Knight got a huge pop after he staked his claim for the U.S. Championship. So he might be fighting Austin Theory, and hopefully he beats him. His Theory hasn't done jack shit with the U.S. title.
Bruh.
Maybe he pissed somebody off backstage. I don't know. But that was your SmackDown. That was your SmackDown. That was your Collision. We got banned moves by AEW. Let's see what happens tonight on Monday Night Raw. As for me, I'm out of here. Everybody be safe. Catch me tomorrow with the Raw review. Catch my clips. Hit the like button on YouTube, Facebook. Follow me, RJD. I'm out of here. Everybody be safe. Stay dry. Stay hydrated. I'm gone.